Please consider supporting our channel by liking this video and subscribing for more content. The Best Werewolf Movies of All Time Part 3. Number 14, Wolfen, 1981. Wolfen is a supernatural horror film released in 1981, directed by Michael Wadley. Set in New York City, the movie follows two detectives as they investigate a series of mysterious and brutal murders that seem to be connected to a pack of intelligent and deadly wolf-like creatures. The story begins with the murder of a wealthy real estate developer and his wife in a secluded area of the city. Detective Dewey Wilson, Albert Finney, is assigned to the case, accompanied by his partner, Detective Rebecca Neff, Diane Venora. As they delve deeper into the investigation, they discover strange and inexplicable evidence that suggests the murders were not committed by a human. Wilson soon encounters an enigmatic and insightful Native American named A. Holt, Edward James Olmos, who introduces him to the ancient legend of the Wolfen. According to Native American beliefs, the Wolfen are a highly evolved species that can assume human form and possess extraordinary senses, allowing them to hunt with uncanny precision. As Wilson and Neff continue their investigation, they become increasingly convinced that the Wolfen are responsible for the killings. They uncover a conspiracy involving corrupt businessmen and politicians who are trying to cover up their nefarious activities. The Wolfen, sensing their presence and threatened by their pursuit, begin to target Wilson and Neff, leading to intense and terrifying encounters. The detectives find themselves caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse, as they struggle to stay alive while uncovering the truth behind the murders. Along the way, they also question their own beliefs and confront their fears as they come face to face with the primal forces of nature. In the climactic showdown, Wilson and Neff confront the Wolfen in a decaying industrial area. They must rely on their wits and resourcefulness to outsmart the creatures and survive their relentless attacks. Through their harrowing ordeal, they ultimately expose the truth, revealing the hidden agenda of those who sought to exploit the Wolfen for personal gain. Wolfen explores themes of urban decay, the clash between modern civilization and ancient instincts, and the destructive consequences of greed and exploitation. It combines elements of supernatural horror, mystery, and social commentary to deliver a chilling and thought-provoking cinematic experience. Number 15, Wolf Guy, 1975. Wolf Guy, also known as Yorufu Guy, Mero Okami Otoko, is a Japanese action horror film released in 1975, directed by Kazuhiko Yamaguchi. The film is based on a manga series by Kazumasa Hirai and revolves around the character Akira Inugami, who possesses the ability to transform into a werewolf. The story follows Akira Inugami, played by Shinichi Chiba, a reporter and a descendant of a werewolf clan. Inugami is investigating a series of gruesome murders that have been plaguing the city. The victims are members of a Yakuza organization, and their deaths are marked by mysterious circumstances, leaving the police baffled. As Inugami delves deeper into the case, he encounters a young woman named Miki, played by Yuriko Azuma, who claims to have witnessed one of the murders. Miki becomes a key witness and ally to Inugami as he unravels the truth behind the killings. In his investigation, Inugami discovers a connection between the murders and the criminal underworld, leading him to confront corrupt politicians, Yakuza bosses, and other influential figures. Inugami's unique ability as a werewolf becomes instrumental in his pursuit of justice. He taps into his primal instincts and transforms into a powerful werewolf, using his enhanced senses and physical prowess to fight against his adversaries. Inugami's wolf-like nature and supernatural abilities make him a formidable force against those who try to impede his investigation. As the film progresses, the mystery deepens, and Inugami faces increasingly dangerous foes. He uncovers a sinister conspiracy involving a powerful supernatural organization that has been manipulating events behind the scenes. Inugami becomes determined to expose their true nature and put an end to their reign of terror. The climax of the film sees Inugami engaging in a final and explosive confrontation with the mastermind behind the murders. In a thrilling battle, he combines his wolf-like abilities, martial arts skills, and determination to bring justice to the victims and bring down the organization responsible for the crimes. Wolf Guy combines elements of action, horror, and crime genres, featuring intense fight sequences, supernatural elements, and a dark and gritty atmosphere. The film explores themes of identity, justice, and the struggle between primal instincts and human conscience. It offers a unique take on the werewolf mythology, presenting a complex and intriguing protagonist fighting against the forces of evil. Number 16, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat is a horror anthology film released in 2007, directed by Michael Dougherty. The movie weaves together several interconnected stories that take place on Halloween night in a small fictional town called Warren Valley. The film unfolds through a series of interwoven narratives, each exploring different aspects of Halloween traditions and folklore. The stories are presented out of chronological order, creating a sense of mystery and suspense. One of the main storylines follows a school principal, Stephen Wilkins, played by Dylan Baker, who is revealed to be a serial killer with a twisted obsession for Halloween. Wilkins meticulously plans his murderous acts and targets those who disrespect the traditions of the holiday. However, his actions come with unforeseen consequences as he encounters a mysterious trick-or-treater who has a taste for revenge. Another storyline revolves around a group of teenagers, including Laurie, played by Anna Paquin, who embark on a quest to find the perfect date for a Halloween party. Laurie's friends dare her to seek out and interact with a masked stranger as part of a Halloween tradition. As the night progresses, the group faces unexpected and terrifying encounters that challenge their perceptions of reality. In another segment, a curmudgeonly old man named Mr. Craig, played by Brian Cox, becomes the target of a vengeful spirit known as Sam, a small figure dressed in shabby orange pajamas and wearing a burlap sack over his head. Sam seeks retribution for those who disrespect the traditions and rules of Halloween and visits Mr. Craig's home to teach him a lesson he won't forget. Throughout the film, the stories intersect and overlap, revealing connections between the characters and events. The movie embraces the darker aspects of Halloween folklore, exploring themes of morality, consequences, and the supernatural forces that come to life on this particular night. As the night progresses, secrets are unveiled, and the characters' actions and choices have dire repercussions. The film culminates in a climactic finale that ties the different narratives together, revealing the true nature of Sam and the consequences of disregarding the rules and spirit of Halloween. Trick or Treat is known for its atmospheric visuals, dark humor, and an homage to classic horror films. It captures the essence of Halloween and delivers a thrilling and wickedly entertaining experience for fans of the genre. Number 17, When Animals Dream. When Animals Dream is a Danish supernatural horror film released in 2014, directed by Jonas Alexander Arnby. The movie centers around a young woman named Marie, played by Sonia Sewell, who discovers that she is undergoing a transformation into a werewolf-like creature in a small coastal town. The story unfolds in a remote fishing community where Marie lives with her parents. Marie leads a quiet and sheltered life, but she begins to experience strange physical and emotional changes. Her body undergoes transformations, and she develops heightened senses and strength. As these changes occur, Marie becomes aware of a family secret that has been kept from her. Marie's mother, who suffers from a similar condition, has been confined to their home and medicated to suppress her animalistic nature. Marie learns that her mother's condition is hereditary, and she starts to question her own identity and place in the world. As Marie's transformation progresses, she faces prejudice and fear from the townspeople, who view her as a threat. She finds solace in a romantic relationship with a local young man named Daniel, played by Jacob Oftebro, who accepts her for who she is and supports her throughout her journey. However, tensions rise as the townspeople become increasingly hostile towards Marie and her family. They seek to contain and control her, leading to a confrontation between Marie and the community. Marie must embrace her true nature and confront those who wish to harm her and her loved ones. When Animals Dream explores themes of identity, acceptance, and the fear of the unknown. It delves into the isolation and discrimination experienced by those who are different from societal norms. The film combines elements of horror, drama, and coming of age, offering a fresh and introspective take on the werewolf mythology. The movie maintains a somber and atmospheric tone, capturing the desolate coastal landscape and emphasizing Marie's internal struggle. It showcases the psychological toll of her transformation, as well as the primal instincts and desires that emerge within her. When Animals Dream presents a captivating and thought-provoking narrative that delves into the complexities of human nature and the lengths people will go to protect their secrets and maintain the status quo. Number 18, Wolf. Wolf is a supernatural horror film released in 1994, directed by Mike Nichols. The movie follows the story of a middle-aged book editor named Will Randall, played by Jack Nicholson, who, after being bitten by a wolf, undergoes a transformation into a werewolf. The film begins with Will Randall facing a series of challenges in his personal and professional life. He is demoted from his position as editor-in-chief at a publishing company and finds himself in a power struggle with a younger executive named Stuart Swinton, played by James Spader, who is after his job. Additionally, his marriage is crumbling, and he suspects his wife, played by Kate Nelligan, of having an affair. One night, while driving through rural Vermont, Will encounters a wolf on the road and is bitten during the encounter. Following the incident, he starts experiencing physical and psychological changes. His senses become heightened, his libido increases, and his assertiveness and confidence skyrocket. As Will's transformation progresses, he becomes aware of his newfound abilities and primal instincts. He soon realizes that he has become a werewolf and begins to navigate the challenges that come with his condition. He seeks guidance from a reclusive and mysterious publisher named Raymond Alden, played by Christopher Plummer, who reveals the ancient lore and rules of werewolves. Will's life takes a dramatic turn as he embraces his wolf-like nature and uses his enhanced abilities to gain an advantage in his professional and personal life. He becomes more dominant, assertive, and sexually potent, which attracts the attention of Laura Alden, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, Raymond's daughter, with whom Will develops a romantic and passionate relationship. However, as Will becomes more entangled in his new existence, he struggles to control his animalistic instincts and violent urges. He grapples with the morality of his actions and the consequences they have on those around him. Meanwhile, Stuart Swinton, threatened by Will's newfound confidence, becomes increasingly suspicious of his behavior. The climax of the film sees Will confronting his inner demons and the external threats that arise from his transformation. He must navigate a web of deceit, betrayal, and power dynamics while striving to retain his humanity. Wolf explores themes of power, desire, identity, and the dark side of human nature. It combines elements of horror, drama, and romance to deliver a unique take on the werewolf mythology. The film showcases Jack Nicholson's captivating performance as he portrays the complexities of a man torn between his human and animalistic instincts. Number 19. Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf is a comedy film released in 1985, directed by Rod Daniel. The movie revolves around a high school student named Scott Howard, played by Michael J. Fox, who discovers that he comes from a family with a supernatural secret: he is a werewolf. Scott is an average teenager who feels overshadowed and unnoticed at school. However, his life takes an unexpected turn when he starts to undergo physical changes and discovers his family's supernatural heritage. Scott inherits the ability to transform into a werewolf, complete with enhanced physical abilities, heightened senses, and increased popularity. Embracing his newfound powers, Scott decides to use his werewolf status to his advantage. He joins the school's basketball team and becomes a star player due to his enhanced agility and skills. As a result, his popularity skyrockets, and he gains attention from his peers, including his crush, Pamela, played by Laurie Griffin. While Scott enjoys the perks of his werewolf persona, he also faces challenges and complications. His best friend, Styles, played by Jerry Levine, discovers his secret but promises to keep it hidden. Scott must navigate the pressures of his dual identity, balancing his life as a normal teenager with his werewolf alter ego. As Scott's popularity grows, he starts to question whether his newfound success is solely based on his abilities as a werewolf or if people genuinely appreciate him for who he is as a person. He realizes that his true worth lies in being true to himself and embracing his individuality. Throughout the film, Scott faces various humorous and lighthearted situations, including confrontations with rival teams, navigating high school dramas, and learning valuable life lessons. Ultimately, he learns that being a werewolf is not what defines him and that true acceptance and happiness come from being authentic and embracing his own unique qualities. Teen Wolf is a coming-of-age comedy that explores themes of self-acceptance, identity, and the pressures of fitting in. The film combines elements of humor, romance, and sports to deliver an entertaining and lighthearted story. Michael J. Fox's charismatic performance as Scott Howard adds charm and appeal to the film, making it a beloved classic among audiences.